Hello, everyone. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I'm getting right into it. But I'm still here. But anyway, um, I know I have been getting a lot of people angry, but oh well. Um, First, I want to say to those people, um, listen up clearly. Now, to make it plain and simple, I don't care who I get mad. You don't think that I'm used to it? As I said and been saying all through since day one, I would get people mad for I don't know why when I don't even open up my mouth. You know, people put me in things, you know, and, you know, these ones believed I think that I did whatever. So I'm used to it. And I don't care what you think. Because, one, for the ones that I did, have chit chats or whatever before, like before, I tried, I don't know, being there for years, whatever. You know, I cared, past tense, you know, what path you were going on and whatever, if it was right or wrong or whatever. Did you care if I was? I didn't care what it was, you know, as long as I, wanted you to be on the right one. You didn't care. So you still don't, you know. If, you know, as you say, people, kept saying, oh yeah, you, whatever, or this and this or whatever, or blah, blah, blah. I could have helped, even maybe a loved one of yours or whatever, you know, but I don't care now who gets angry with me because the only person that won't get angry is God and those ones who I know in spirit and down here because I am doing what God and spirit tells me to do to help people. If you want, you know, I'm not forcing. I don't do that. So, my title is This is What We Are Going to Do. Now, before I get into it, I'll say it. It was supposed to be towards the end, but I'll say in the beginning. This is what we are going to do. Now it's called chakras, okay? Now that is very, very important. They need to be cleared and cleansed, okay? To focus and for people not to touch it and, whatever, and mess it up. See, if they're not aligned, then you get into some problems. And these ones who, you know, tried doing crap, thought I didn't know that. So they would mess with each of your chakras, to get at, you know, the heart is for love, you know. So they attempt to, you know, take people's person and etc. Blah blah blah, whatever. Or they try to turn me away from God and Jesus and, you know, etc. So this is what we're going to do now, and this is what I was told. You light a chakra candles. You get 7 of them for each color of your chakras. You light them and you pray to clear your chakras. And pray for not only your own, it's for the world to come together. Now, there are some that, you know, are unable to get them, the candles. So try to get, you know, your community, even if you have to do it online, you know, have followers, you know, do it with you, if you can, or, you know, and etc. However you can do it. Get the 7 chakras, candles, comes in a kit, whatever, how you do it. You light them. Now, all over the world, you know, come together, you know, if you come into, like, you know, groups or whatever, how you do it, you know, chip in, you know, get, you know, certain, you know, few different ones for different ones, and everybody comes together. Get as many, you know, like I said, doing it as groups, and everyone do together. This way, our chakras do not get blocked anymore. We need to help each other, to help get it out there, and, you know, let Spirit know to clear our chakras. You still have to, you know, do it on your own also to keep them clear. You can feel when one of them is off, you know, and then once you're done, you know, you can, you know, and it gets low, or you go buy extra if you can and melt them down. Get any shape you want to make them into, and stick them in a dish and put them in different areas of your home to help. You'll smell each one to keep it with you. Now, I will say, if ones who've been constantly doing to others and everything that's been done, you're on your own, because Spirit knows who you are. So don't think you will mess up what we, the real people who don't need to be fake or harm anyone. We have our world already. You can't take it or ruin it by destroying with the people going against each other. As in, you know, you see people coming together or whatever, you know, doing this. You can't sneak in and pretending that you're there and try to mess it up. It's not going to work. So I was told that we need to do this because they're tired of we're not having as we're supposed to. Who's protecting now? Others I've seen, and I didn't get it by accident. It's letting me know. Now, we all need to come together and protect each other. Now, I'll explain what I mean in here. Now, first, okay, listen up. These ones. I know what all are doing, okay? Especially, I guess, anxiety, hurrying up, and of course, more. You see, this is why Spirit is coming hard with the returns. Do you really think by sending all that to have me have it, it's going to relieve it from you all? You see, laugh out loud. It's a big fat no that it's going to come to me and also to others. No. Don't you think maybe if you weren't in such a hurry, being worried and trying to keep me from not knowing that you won't be like that, or not knowing anything? That's why you tried to keep me silent, since I was a baby, blah, 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 whatever. You see, duh. You do know, and it don't matter if you or your group or just one it's other groups that are doing it, and individuals doing and trying the same on me. So, I don't think, you know that. I've told you, but it's not computing, right? That's okay. Because what your group, right, will get returned with these ones and their groups, even if it's individuals. You see, as I said, all together of all of you are doing and trying whatever. Okay? It's still the same time. So now it's being combined, and all of you gets returned to senders. That means everything together. All will get it the same time. Understand that? Probably not. But that's okay. You all will and are noticing now. Again, it's not my problem. And truthfully, what's happening around the world, it's not our problem. what happens to any of them. Because you got everyone in the middle. See, all it's all yours, and who believed you is getting slapped with the return to senders and the big fat hard karma. Let's get to the ones who are ones who I've been saying to about these fake accounts. Okay? I also said stop giving access to everything. I figured you all would realize. I said to stop, as in having what you have up to let ones be able to use. There's a button that blocks copy and paste. They could still see it, hit it or whatever it's called, where they could see, but they can't take it to use it. Okay? Now, let's also say they, whoever, knows what you do, have access to use your accounts, your phones, and theirs, because they have access to your account, so they use it from their phone also. Okay? So, from your accounts are ones around you, admins who you have all over from wherever. You understand now? Okay. No? Well, I can tell you what I couldn't before. You see, because I thought people would catch on, but they didn't. Well, they, as whoever, has access. You, for one, keep them in still as admins or whatever, instead of taking them out and only put them in when you need them. So they still have, if you keep them in, they still have full access to change. Unfollow people. Whoever. Write stuff by you pretending to be you. And you know how people are getting all fake accounts and making it hard for whoever? Let's say it's called all these ones that have access are bragging to whoever, saying, oh, I know so and so. I'm their admin. I do comments. I look over their emails, their messages, and etc. Saying, you know, where they can say, oh yeah, I'm their manager, I'm them, and whatever else. So, what do you think they're doing? Hmm, I'll tell you. They are giving access, you know, just like Ubers and, drivers and, whatever. And how do you think everything is getting out of control with fake accounts and, you know, Uber drivers and stuff like that? Well, they're allowing people to use their accounts, and people who really shouldn't be drivers and all that are using these people's accounts. So, the ones who are using all these accounts that are getting slammed with fake accounts pretending to be you know, and whatever apps workers are bragging, oh, I have access to whoever. Now, I'm not saying it's workers. I mean, yeah, people are getting hired to work there to do it. I'm not saying it's all, okay? And it's not all admins and blah, blah, blah. You just have to pinpoint who. Or the workers need to start speaking up. Let's not forget how they are getting access to accounts of everything, as in the apps. So you tell me, how do you think how one's stuff don't get out to someone's, who needs it, to see it or anything? Everyone gets the point where all this is going. It starts off with lies. Oh, I always, you know, wanted to see what they were doing. You know, oh, I lost contact, or a person got, could mean anything. How they can get to have access. Yeah, I lost contact with that person. I wanted to see what they were doing. See how they're doing and what they're up to, see if they're okay. So now you have all these ones from all over and what they think, you know, well, no one can do anything. This is how they're thinking. Oh, no one can do anything because it's not in their jurisdiction. See how things get out there? See, when all decided to take advantage, and also these ones, when you all decided to take advantage of me, do well, you know, We know what that means. You took advantage and you did whatever. We know what that is. You thought because I was at my lowest that it would pass me by and I wouldn't know. As I've been saying, you all messed with the wrong one. You all thought I was stupid. Yeah, okay. You all thought I didn't deserve anything because you thought, I'm like you, that you're entitled. You thought I was entitled. Okay. No. It's called hard work. You see, especially what wasn't mine. Well, now it is all the good that's all mine. That all of you didn't want to do. And return to senders to you, all of you. You see, what was being returned to senders? I did it. What you sent to me. It should have been you doing it. But I already did it. And now you have, well, it's yours in the first place. Plus everything you sent. Tried to cancel, off me. Like you did with a lot of people. So, what I went through, you shouldn't have, well, gotten what you were supposed to. That was good. You would have gotten that if you didn't do what you did. Now, you won't. Because, like I said, what you did. Now that you went too far, here comes the ones who you, well, made really angry for coming at me. And for the ones who are attacking innocents, we all know what's happening around the world. Well, they're coming for them too. You see, we as people who wants peace, happiness, protection, we are standing up, going to the right people as resources and giving them the opportunity to stand by us, to run our world the right way. You see, America is supposed to be freedom, just like other countries. Everyone has the right to be part of making it better, doing our purpose, whatever that is. No one is better than anyone. It's every individual's own purpose, own destiny, and God gave it to each and every one of us. No one can be anyone else but yourselves. You see, now, I'm up, okay? You see, I was told not to speak up. I'm speaking up. I also was told lies. This way I didn't know what was going on, especially if it had to do anything with me. I wasn't supposed to know who I am or what I knew or what I could do, and etc. You see, let's not forget what everything meant. I was told wrong. Look at all of you. Do you know what lies you've been told, and etc.? I mean, I don't know. Everybody was told lies, I mean, at one point. And, you found out about it, right? Well, the thing is, why don't anyone speak up? And that's because, these ones are trying to keep us quiet. This way we won't find the right ones. So, we're going to speak up because we will find the right ones who will put a stop and to help us as it should be. Our ancestors are done with these ones who are stopping everyone to help each other. They are tired of repeats, are all trying to make it all come back. They are tired of their innocent bloodlines being in the middle. You see, the world is getting out of hand. And the ones who want it are being stopped. Spirit is saying that is, all in capitals, a big fat no way that's going to happen. They also said, now, all these ones have plenty of chances. No more. There's no more chances. You had plenty of chances to clean up what was put in crap. Almost said it, but I won't. You know, start keeping people healthy, bringing communities together, protecting each other. Instead of dividing everybody, oh, let's get these ones to fight with these ones. Oh, let's get that one over there to, whatever. So, all of us in your area, your community, state, country, doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. We all want the same thing, right? Peace. When all the ones who are harming and etc., doing things, whatever, caught. Put arguments to the side. I mean, really, think about it. Does anybody know why anybody is arguing and fighting and all that? When we want the same thing? I mean, that's fine and dandy. You got, I don't know how you would say it. I mean, it's fine and dandy that some are like, rich. Okay. Some are almost. Some are, whatever. Some are, well, trying to even make it. That's because people pick certain, whatever, and then ones that you don't even know, that you come in contact and they try to be friends with you, the lover ones, they think, oh, they're not good enough, whatever. That's because these ones who think that they're entitled, make sure you stay there. Because they can't, get ahead. I don't care who you are. Nobody has entitlement over anybody. No one has, I mean, authorities, it depends where it is, but if it's used right, like if you're at work, the authority is your boss. Now, he's there, to make sure that the workers are doing their job and blah, 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 being a good boss and not being, thinking he's all that and, he has entitlement, stuff like that. You get what I mean? No, none of that. So, we all need to start speaking up and finding those resources, and spirit will help us too, and say who are doing whatever and making sure that we all do it legally, the right way. You put evidence on film or whatever, how you do it. Have a lot of witnesses around, and everybody have each other's backs. Together, we need these right resources to start doing their jobs, as in helping by listening to the truth. and not lies. It's being done to all of us. Doesn't matter who you are. The only ones, like I said, as I was told, because I'm not around anybody, are the ones who have all the good stuff, or you know what I mean, as in the food, the water, and etc. Has whatever, while all of us are being poisoned, etc. Everybody knows what's going around, okay? Now, these resources and whoever tell their men or whoever what to do, but you see, those ones who are supposed to be doing what's right and what they were told, but they're doing the opposite and telling you guys lies to cover them up themselves and blaming whoever that told them the right thing and much more. You get it. I'm not in your field or whatever. Everyone gets it. And it's not, oh, this is, being political, the Democrats. Oh no, it's the Republicans. Oh no, it's this. Oh no, it's that. That shouldn't all matter. Stop blaming each other. I don't care what side you're on. That's for campaigns and, to get a vote. Okay? But as regular people, as your real name, what do you go around saying? Oh, I'm Democrat. Oh, I'm Republican. Oh, I'm the president. Oh, I'm this. You don't give your real name? I mean, really. I don't care who you are. And what happened years and years ago. Okay, maybe your great grandparent or whatever, or your parents or whatever, had an issue one time with the opposite. Say a Democrat did something to a Republican, you guys were Republican, or vice versa. Now everybody has to hold that grudge. Really? I mean, as you were growing up, did it happen to you? Well, if you keep up this attitude, yeah, of course it's going to happen because you're enticing it. And again, how's all that helping to build the world and making it better? Like, really? As I said, one called what are we going to do? And I've been saying stuff all in my videos. We need to put jealousy, hatred, entitlement, you know, ones, and etc. all in their place, or set it aside and start helping and stop all who wants to destroy and ruin people and the world. Now, what happens if you ruin the world? But you're still here. What do you think? Huh? How's that going to be? If you ruin the world and you're still here, everything's, all burnt, dried out, how are you going to live? You do know that it will be even more painful and agony that, because you ruined it. Do you think that, spirit will let you die without having all that agony to feel what you did? That you're trying to ruin the world? Think about it. I mean, you're not going to ruin the world. What happens if you did? You're the only ones here. What are you going to do? You're going to sit in the hot sun, get burnt, start looking crispy. Wow. Think about it. Sounds stupid, huh? And it doesn't make sense, right? Well, think about what you're doing out loud. And then you'll see how much it does not make sense. How much you're trying to, whatever is being put into stuff. And you think by storing away all the good, that's going to help? No. One, it's all going to be found out and be confiscated. And all of you, well, will all be caught. And every single one is going to be hit really hard with karma. I mean, And this one, see, yeah, I'm part of 1%. But you see, some are saying the 0.01% or 0.01% are the good ones. And some are saying are the bad ones. The real entitlements, that do have money or whatever, that are in, big wigs, etc. I'm not saying that they're rich, but, they think that they're big wigs and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is true. The ones who are on the bad side, that are the saying that they're the 1%, I don't feel like saying 0.0 whatever 1%. When I say 1%, I know what it is. Everybody knows. You say, let them think that. You see, they don't realize, because the good ones that are the 1%, that And even the ones that don't think that they're part of the 1% has way more than them. We have spirit, you know, who are our guardian angels. Angels who were there to protect us. Angels who were there when we were first born, you know, and etc. So, everyone needs to believe in yourselves and in our angels, you know, our guardian angels that are with us at all times. In spirit, our ancestors, the universe, God and Jesus. You see, they want us together, and they will show us. They are helping to send us to the right ones, and we will, you know, and then put a stop to it and make sure it's all on film. You see, we need to come together. And get to these higher ups, the right people. And we also need, and I'm not joking, everyone, you know, doesn't believe in it or whatever. Oh no, what does chakras have to do with it? Oh yeah, I know about chakras. You know, what are you talking about? You know, the chakras. What's that got to do with it? They don't need to be cleaned up. How do you think people are getting sick? How do you think, you know, I said this before. I'm tired of people saying, oh, it's just age. Yeah, that's because way back then, you know, like I said, okay, maybe a 40-year-old, you know, needed glasses or whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's because they probably didn't eat carrots or whatever. Or maybe back then, you know, somebody attacked them, you know, and it automatically became, oh, once you turn 40, you might get glasses because it runs in the family. No, that's because people are attacking and knowing that, you know, people, you know, didn't believe in it or whatever. They made sure certain ones of family goes through it all, you know, illnesses and etc. Or take relationships. If they went through, you know, abuse and etc. Blah, blah, blah. So now, because people keep saying, blaming our ancestors that it runs in our family, which while they were here, they had no idea how to stop those ones who did rituals, you know, whatever, blah, 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 etc. And because things are coming back, you know, illnesses, diseases, and whatever, because as I said, as I was told, The ones who had polio, the ones who had cancer, the ones who had all those, I don't know, diseases, you know, with the lung, iron lung, I forget what else, you know, that type of flu, and etc. The fever. I don't remember all of it because they're not getting disposed right, and people are taking them thinking that, oh wow, I have a chemistry set, let's keep it and let's get it all out there all over again, you know. Let's put it here and bury it this way. If somebody sees it, they touch it and they'll contaminate others. Oh no, let's put all the stuff that we're putting in vaccines and all that into the foods and whatever. This is what I'm being told right now, because apparently that is the rumor, and not rumor, whatever is going around, that you know because people are catching on, so they need to get it in to make sure that people get it. They have no idea, by doing all this stuff, how karma is going to get them. Stealing children, you know, men, women, etc. Scamming, whatever you're doing that actually harmed someone by doing all that. Because, by doing that behind a screen or wherever, doing it real quick and taking, making people be missing and all that, you don't know what they've been going through in the first place, where, they decide they don't know what to do anymore. So you just took all those ones' lives, or, that couldn't go on. But you didn't care. Well, Spirit doesn't now either. So what do you think? What kind of type of karma is going to come back to you? Other than, what you did, what you're